All 1401 series trucks share the same Linde designed and manufactured steering axle. In many applications, the steering axles fitted to counterbalanced forklift trucks take a tremendous pounding, especially when trucks run empty at high speeds. Steering axles are typically subjected to high load moments due to the mass of the truck counterweight. When you add marginal or downright poor surface conditions to the equation, it gets much worse. Such abusive conditions often result in extreme impact forces acting on the entire steering axle assembly. Steering axles are typically at the top of the list of truck components requiring the highest level of maintenance. Therefore, it behooves the manufacturers to design and install steering axles which are capable of withstanding massacre duty environments and truck applications. Yet this is often not the case. No one in the material handling equipment industry manufactures more rugged steering axles than Linde. As a matter of fact, Linde pioneered the concept of shock mounting axles in our industry and introduced the very first shock-mounted steering axles to the industry way back in the 1940s. Today, every single Linde counterbalanced truck utilizes shock-mounted steering axles, relying on front and rear high-density neoprene axle mounting blocks. Shock mounting not only gives the steering axle the best possible chance to survive over the long run, it also eliminates all required axle mounting maintenance procedures. Gone are the mounting bushings and the grease required to keep them intact. Our huge, flexible mounting blocks are installed for the life of the truck, with absolutely no required axle mounting maintenance procedures. Yet this is only the beginning of our story. Shock mounting is huge, but not the only important factor in ensuring a long axle life. The following items also play a big role in determining overall steering axle life on counterbalanced forklift trucks. Are you willing to rely on a fabricated beam-style axle, or would you prefer an oversized, high-grade casting? Linde trucks only utilize high-grade castings. This type of construction eliminates potential weak points in the axle, such as weld seams. Steering cylinder. The best bet is to use a massive double-acting steering cylinder design. Nothing beats size here in order to promote component longevity. Steering linkage. Now, many axles are designed with long, tubular, and threaded steering links. A bad idea. These linkages tend to fail in tough applications and require frequent adjustments, plus grease to compensate for wear and tear. A better approach is to rely on short, solid steel forged steering links. These forgings require no maintenance other than regular grease and do not deform. Long term, they provide flawless steering geometry, contributing towards longer tire life and safer operating conditions. Kingpin assemblies. Once again, size does matter. Plus the type of bearings used play a big role in overall axle life expectancy. Are you willing to settle for small diameter ball or needle bearings, or do you want large diameter Timken tapered roller bearings in the top and bottom sections of your Kingpin assemblies? The Linde 1401 series steering axle is only available with large diameter Timken tapered roller bearings. These types of bearings offer maximum surface contact area, helping them to more completely absorb and effectively dissipate impact forces traveling up from the steering tires and wheels, then through the steering axle. Finally, make sure that your steering axle incorporates lots of grease zerks, and take the time to inspect and measure the size of all steering axle components before you sign on the dotted line. This could help you avoid a lot of aggravation and save you a lot of money down the road.